Imagine going on a dream vacation to Europe, only to return and find a stranger has moved their entire life into your living room and they refuse to leave. Today's case on Justice for All features Brianna, a house sitter suing homeowner Anna for $850. The charge? Anna threw Brianna's belongings onto the sidewalk, resulting in a ruined mattress. But as Judge Cristina Perez quickly discovers, this isn't a case of a heartless homeowner. It's a lesson in the dangers of entitlement. Hey everyone, welcome back to Law and Humanity, your go-to channel for real, unfiltered courtroom moments.
A simple job description. It started as a standard professional arrangement. Anna hired Brianna through a mutual friend to watch her home for 6 weeks for a fee of $1,500 every 2 weeks. The terms were clear: water the plants, get the mail, and keep the house secure. However, when Anna decided to extend her trip by 2 weeks, Brianna mentioned she was struggling to find an apartment. In a moment of kindness, Anna told her she could store her things in the garage until she found a landing spot. Here is the crucial legal distinction most people miss. Brianna was an employee, not a tenant. Under the law, a house sitter is often classified as a licensee or a service employee. Unlike a tenant with a lease, a licensee's right to occupy the premises ends the second their employment is terminated. When Anna walked through that front door after 8 weeks, Brianna's legal right to be there vanished. She wasn't evicted. She was trespassing.
Home. I met her through a mutual friend who referred me when she was needing a house person to take care of her home.
Okay. All right. And you, Miss Roberts, had complete faith in her? Did you know her or anything of her?
Thank you, Your Honor. So as far as I knew, I was going on vacation. I needed someone quickly, so I asked one of my trusted friends for a recommendation. And I trusted that recommendation.
Okay.
I thought I could put faith in her, and apparently I was wrong.
Okay, but you didn't have a problem with a stranger staying in your house for 6 weeks?
No, Your Honor. I traveled
based on the
frequently.
recommendation that you had from your friend?
Yes,
okay.
Your Honor.
All right, so move on, Ms. Osaka. So you agreed to stay, to house sit for 6 weeks?
Yes, I agreed to
Okay.
stay for 6 weeks, and so it was a total of 8 weeks.
A total of 8 weeks, okay.
Yes.
8 weeks because why?
So at the end of my trip, I asked the plaintiff if I could extend it for an extra 2 weeks, would she still be available? And then she said that she was in the process of moving and needed some time to get
All
settled.
right, but still, so you agreed to 2 extra weeks. So a total of 8 weeks house sitting, right?
Yes, I did a total of 8 weeks.
Can you tell me a little bit about this a job offer that you had for house sitting? What were there special terms? I understand you guys wrote something up or you sent an email of things that you had to do?
When I was there, I had to just house sit, take care of the home, make sure that her house was safe, and anyone that was coming there, whether it was a gardener or the housekeeper,
Okay.
I will be
So is this the
supervising them.
email that you sent her on July 5th? That you went through, you said the details of the job, you'll be the sole person inside of the house while I'm gone, no guests, etc. Water all the plants, take in mail, secure the home, keep doors and windows locked when you're not on the premises, secure garage and keep door closed and locked, greet and direct any maintenance workers, landscape, an amount of $1,500, right?
That is correct,
So
Your Honor.
that's basically, those are the terms of the contract of employment.
those were the terms for the 6 weeks.
Okay, for the 6 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Technically 8 weeks. All right. So you both agreed to it and you were fine. So any problems that you had with
I
during
had
the
no
first
problems during that
6
time.
weeks? Nothing? You were fine? You were
Yeah.
able to do your own things, come in and go?
Yes.
Not an issue, no restrictions?
No restrictions.
Okay, fine. And then she calls you before the 6th week and says to you, I would like to extend my trip 2 more weeks.
That is correct. She emailed
All
me.
right. So then what happened then?
So when she emailed me that she wanted to extend for 2 more weeks, I let her know that to be honest, I was unsure if I wanted to take this because I had a roommate that just backfired.
Okay.
She didn't want to do the lease anymore with me. And unfortunately, I told her, I want to take those weeks to look for an apartment. I don't know if I can do this. You know, especially right now it's really hectic. There's a lot of things going on in my life. Then she sent me another email, and if you want, I can give you the other email here.
Sure, go ahead. So then what? So did you say yes or no? I don't
I
understand.
told her I was unsure. I'll think about it.
And then well, she
emailed-
needed to know right away because I
Yeah.
imagine either you come home from Europe on
Yeah.
the flight or you don't. So how long did you take?
Well,
to
she
tell her?
emailed me ASAP, as soon as possible. And she let me know that, you know what, if you want, you can leave your stuff in the garage or something. So she didn't specify where I could leave my stuff.
Okay, these are the
And-
emails, right?
Yes, and then you can leave your stuff there, and if you would like, till you find a place and make yourself at home. And I hope you feel at home there.
Okay.
I told her, yes, okay, sounds great. I will be there, and hope you know that I'm already bringing my stuff in. And she didn't, as you can tell, I didn't see the email there. And
So she basically says to you could store it in the garage or something while you figure out your landing spot.
Brianna didn't just store a few boxes in the garage. She moved in a mattress, canvases, and kitchen supplies, placing them right in the middle of Anna's living room. When Anna returned, she didn't call the cops immediately. She gave Brianna 5 extra days to leave, warning her 3 times a day to move her stuff. That's 15 warnings in total. Brianna's excuse? She was too busy working to look for a new place.
they're about this big.
The size of that desk?
Yeah, like the size of this desk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are pretty big.
Yeah, because that's
And how about
shoes,
the
clothes.
canvases?
The canvases, they're your regular 11 by 28 inches.
Okay, that's a lot of stuff. So let me go back. So she lets you put the stuff in the garage and you decide to put it in the living room, which is not a great idea because it's not your house. But you put it in the living room, and then do you tell her, yes, I will stay the additional 2 weeks?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you agreed to continue under the same terms of employment.
So I agreed to stay those extra 2 weeks, and I even thanked her for letting me stay there longer till I find a place.
Okay. So 2 weeks extra. It would have
Yeah.
been 2 weeks. All right. What happened after the 2 weeks?
After the 2 weeks, she returned. She looked, as soon as she saw my stuff, she looked stressed out, and she wanted me to leave right away.
Well, job's over.
Yeah, but she already knew where I was coming from. Like, I was looking for a place.
Well, you
I
had
no
2
place
weeks to look for it. You had 8 weeks to look for an apartment, not just 2 weeks, right? So that's not her problem. That's yours. So I got to move out somewhere else. So did you make alternative plans if you don't have an apartment
Well,
yet?
during those the 2 weeks that I was there, she had a lot of people coming in. So to be honest, during business hours, I was working so much. I was making sure that anybody that was coming to her home was supervised.
Did you rebuild your house or have some new wing of construction or get FedEx packages every 20 minutes or something?
Your Honor, yes, I needed her to sign off on packages and maybe take care of some tasks around the house, but it was by no means a 24/7 job.
You had packages that came in?
Yes, from Europe. I had them
Okay.
shipped back from Europe. Otherwise, it was,
How many packages?
let's say about 8.
Okay, but did they come in, did they all require signature?
Well, of course, they're high-value items.
Okay, all right, but they could have redelivered the next day if she wasn't there.
Of course, yes.
Okay. So then 2 weeks she comes in and she asks you to leave, which she has every right to, and what happens?
Well, I let her know, and I reminded her that she had offered me the opportunity to leave my stuff there and to have it till I find a place. And to be honest, there are a lot of packages that came. There were so many packages.
She said 8 packages, so it's not going to consume 24 hours of your day. So you don't start looking for a new apartment. You don't find a new apartment in the 8 weeks that you're living there, right? You wait till the last minute to find something.
I couldn't find a place.
So then she tells you to come in, and she comes in and she says, okay, job's done, can you please leave?
Yes, she tells me to please
Why
leave.
didn't you leave?
Well, because I let her know that I didn't have the time to look for a place, because during the time that...
Okay, that's not her problem. Why didn't you leave?
Well, because I lost an apartment because of her, too. Out of the goodness
no,
of my heart.
no, that's not because of her. You specifically said earlier, my roommate backed out of the apartment.
Yes.
So that's not her fault or
She
your
backed out.
fault, okay? So why didn't you leave? Why don't you go to a friend's house? Why don't you go to your parents' house? Why don't you go to a hotel? Because you were an employee, very specific purpose to remain in her home, and you didn't leave. So
Yes.
why didn't you leave?
Well, I didn't leave yet because she had given me that time to look for a place.
She gave you 2 weeks. She gave you 2 weeks to extra weeks because she was gone 2 weeks.
Yeah, those 2 weeks that I had just found out my roommate couldn't stay in the apartment that we were at, I was looking for a place. I was trying to look. I told her, look, I am in this situation. I need to look for a place. I don't think I'll be able to take care of your home. I'm not going to be able to house it. But she assured me, like, no, it's okay. I'll help you out. You know, the email's right there.
Okay, but Ms. Osaka, it's not my problem. You're the one who agreed to stay and house it.
I think the main thing is that why would she throw my stuff out and outside the street, out of her home? She threw
Because
my stuff out in the
technically you
street.
were trespassing after
She
a
even
while.
threw my mattress outside.
But technically you were trespassing. If I hired you to house sit and I come home and your technically employment is over when I walk in the door, you're supposed to say, okay, job done, I'm going to walk out. But you refuse to leave her own home. At that moment, when you refused to leave her home, you were a trespasser.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, Your Honor, is when we had the original contract, it was for 6 weeks.